And we are called Eastleigh Gongoko, a Kotra Obi, and the Aquana doctors be a question. Ah, you don't know Nana, yes, mother. And they were so, I said, Nana, Obaka said, Bana, you degree. I felt proud. What you say? 4-year-old boy selling water to support the mom. So the water was at the restaurant where they were serving the watching. And then I said, there's somebody eating. Won't you go and serve the person? And say, who say what? Nipana, who say what? On top bottle water or better pure water. Nana, this was a 4-year-old boy telling me, adult, that when you see the people that were buying from if they don't buy the food in a takeaway bowl, it means they don't have enough money to buy bottled water.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here with Miss Mary Amoah. We know her as a Nanaya mom, my journey with autism. And we are going to talk precisely English today because we have a lot of followers that they don't speak our language. So we will try to speak more English. And if you have any comment, any question, you can comment under this video and we will take your comment and we will come back and give you the answers that we think that it will benefit you and it will benefit us too. So, Ma Mary, good morning.
Good morning.
God bless you for your work, everything that you have been doing. We are grateful. We are very, very grateful. I have a lot of questions that how do you accept when they diagnose your child as autistic? This English, it will be hard for me, Ma Mary. How do you accept when they diagnose your child? So, question I will table no so underpaying.
Okay, thank you so much. I welcome you to this series that is going to be showing most of the days, on this channel. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Most of you know what autism is, so we are not going to define autism, but what does it mean to accept something? It simply means acknowledging and embracing the reality of an autism diagnosis. So in other words, coming to terms with the diagnosis and saying or acknowledging that something is not right. My child is not just like any other child. My child is unique. And for that reason, I am aware, I do accept wholeheartedly. And once you also accept that there's something wrong, something is not right with your child development, it puts you in a situation, like you're ready to do something.
Yes.
Let me give an example. Say, me too, me yare na me baby me ya. Immediately, me who say, maybe I was me fed group, maybe I make a para me home me. It's just an example I'm giving. Auntie, because me did too, say, me tear me yan into no. It's easy for me say my family do my man because you hope we say me no do na no be there. Ebe to me. Yeah, the cyber autism. Autism, I think that if you read the literature, Sebio, a lot of school, like I said, autism, the way the child is wired. Yeah, the didn't say whether the child is wired or whatever it is, something it's not the way it should be with the child. But what I say, there's something not, and yes, that is not how Nanaya is. That is not how Charlton is. We are acknowledging the fact that something it's not right, and therefore we need to do something. And you need to acknowledge. So when Jian say "Bibi Tochima," it will be so difficult to do something about it. Now, there because I make kind of said, and yet that easy. As we said, asɛm to be anaasɛ nneɛma toyɛn wɔ yɛ abrabɔ mu a, how we deal with situations, it varies from one person to the other. And this is why it's so important to gather all the support you can get. Unana, for instance, even just looking at you on the surface, traits nibi. And bibi to ya, sometimes ya yetimi the ferry to nchen, na yaka, na ya yoki. What do you say? In fact, Okra, they are ahead than me when it comes to that side now. I did I mean, I mean, imagine what chance I met him, but now I will just say it in a twinkle of an eye, and it's like I'm done. It is the same thing with the things that happens to us in our lives. Enti, esunobia ne senya bibi say to Nana say diagnosing a bar or go through all the process, you know. And we are not here to say that take 1 minute. Neither are we here to say take 1 hour or 10 years. All we are saying is that work through the process, but don't sit there for long. Don't sit there for long. Nana, at the time, let me read it. Sometimes when I read some of the literatures, they say, yes, that's the way our children are wired. There's nothing wrong with them. Me, my question all the time is, if there's nothing wrong and this is the way they are wired, I want them to be able to do the usual things that other people. Na ye may it me ye Emma one more be okay. And I give another example too. Yesterday I went to buy watching. And when I went there was a long queue. So I sat at a chair close to where the line was. And then I had an encounter with a 4-year-old boy. Nana, I was surprised. 4 years old, the boy could talk to me about politics. He knew who was the president of Ghana. This was a 4-year-old boy I met at the joint. And this boy was telling me about who his favorite teacher at school was, why he liked his friend, because that boy shares his snack whenever he goes to school and he doesn't have snack. And he was telling me that he was selling water to support the people there. And one astonishing thing that he said, and then I looked back and I was so surprised. I was like, somebody was eating. And I said, the boy was selling the water, 4-year-old boy selling water to support the mom. So the water was at the restaurant where they were serving the water. And then I said, there's somebody eating. Won't you go and serve the person? And say, who say what? Nipana, who say what? Pediana, no, ya chichira manadia on top bottle water or better pure water. Nana, this was a 4-year-old boy telling me, adult, that when you see the people that were buying from if they don't buy the food in a takeaway bowl, it means they don't have enough money to buy bottled water. So you rather go to them and take 10 pesos to go outside and buy. Look at the intelligence. Now, this got me thinking whilst I was coming. I was looking at all the milestones that Nanaya cannot have this level of comprehension. And this is a 22-year-old, daughter of mine, and a 4-year-old. So it tells me that our children have lost a lot. But what can we do? We cannot sit on the fence for so long. So go through the emotion. It is all right. But please don't sit there for long. Tell yourself that you are not the first person to have a child with autism. Neither will you be the last person. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. Speak to someone. Open up and speak to someone. Sometimes the fear is, hey, look, Nana, sometimes we think that, we are the only ones that know about our children. There are a lot of people. Because, you go out with this child, people look at the signs, they look at the behaviors, and they can deduce. In fact, when you sit on the fence for long and you don't talk about it, people assume their own understanding of what is wrong with your child. And that is even worse. So on input say, maybe or speech delay, and then at least over to us say, where their own country, or no friend or ma, or no what's man on go, or no one responded to way, or no the behavior is very queer. So you are giving even the people that you don't want them to talk about it, no, the opportunity to even say things you don't want to hear. And you don't want that to happen. So we are here pleading with you.
I remember my sister worry no and yeah worry we na wedding no entrance no to say one more warrior so ne bridesmaid for no be call and one more car na me ye ni maid of internet
Oh, no.
said Joe so yeah call and then one of me sad ewo me oreku ni situation mu so eba bedu yen so no DJ na bonjoma ye de odo carpenter ne ye de kom enti no DJ na bondum ba wa bondu ba overku wa ye me because the whole day ni ni ano no endwom no too much mano and wa bre aha na say ono no say it was too much inipa too crowded too much mano so may try say okay on gina ho kakra na me ni do ensa keke na yembe wurem na ye wia ye sa wia la na aba be de na aba be fa no ma Mary almost like 5 minutes he's crying with so mu and shouting in yenipa or ye giddy giddy. And you know, Migusu, I mean, yes, a shouting, please, I'm coming. You are a big boy. And then Madame Fubako, or Fana Georgia, and Wapamicho, into no, in the Miboni dear, ye. A Georgia, ye very big waha or ye MC. And oh no, not on him said ya all kinds of say, not on him say, oh, real cool what this issue. And you know, Mimi Crocron say, on calm down, no. A Georgia and the buyer pen say, hey. Kwatina na wo mama mi ko yo masem but he just used this word masem ba no dodo akwala ni tibe ye bi say on to me but what say akwala no masay akwala no so the way ya onya otwe oreku fi me ho no it was really like a harm but up that me twi ni do nchen but Joe unsa Joe ye very Joe ntin me twi ni gira nchen no man kasa bebre na me di gira nchen say opportunity fi di Messi no no so oba last na obi ehu na ho ofe na fidi exam didn't come Messi because only Messi enti afidi Messi be so ni mu e na me ni Joe ye de yes saw ye ye kudu won enti me sawie ye na wa hwe ye be sawie pe na me di America because so ni mu na afidi wa mo bo Messi ni di na bai na later on kra na mitimi nya akukudro and wo kan ye say won't say me ma Mary ma come long way. And as we are doing this, we will talk about Yankasa your experience. Ebeti yen yankufu bi yen nuanum bi womo say enye easy. But obanintino e was so nya ahoden e de ma abofra no because wo wu ni ahoden a untumi hwa akwala no. So echi kra na ofre me and me kai de bia na medu na me sifem a me kwa kofa car and me kai hono po frem na me fa no se na me pese me poucho na me say ajoji aden no sim pese me poucho because me ni mu da say owreku ohiamboa ti me ni obi kasa e na me ka kire ne say akwala no masai akwala no na ni pako ne ka kire me say hey would you know brag womo bre enti opa me chew na opese oba no be pa owreku chew
Oh,
na osre me say me fa nche no na me ni owreku nkasa na owreku so ye de onfa nche no and the Americans are Georgia Charlton kra opa ni chew kra o ye de oh
on
dem
yeah,
on ti ase dem bom se adanu bra ne de a obe kai wanim and on the wanim so be to ni tirim and this is ohun a on ba wonchen
Jane, no correct.
enti no you good say ye ka say obe accept said the be ya nkrofo kra wo mu enim no wo mu betimi ni wa ahye mpaboa ba ko no wo bete wase say wo ba no oye soronko and it me
Oh,
ka
yeah, no
we
correct.
mu yes but ma Mary wo accept it take you how long asana wo to me agitum
Nana, almost 6 years.
almost 6 years
Mm.
wo mo
Ntiana,
da
nkofo bebre try this that.
me patro me ba o said ya wusi tie wo mo dag na wako school edu enim because we say wako school edu enim a we teacher a woni mo de wo mo diagnose na na ya so your autistic e take you infinsia ansana u jitum
So between 2 years to 3 years, I mean, we said something wasn't right. And then between 3 to 4, when I didn't go to school, on your potty train, who didn't see so on transport, and all that, And when you get to say a support, and you're holding on my where say something is not, it's not right with Nanaya. And nipa na diagnosis ni deɛ yɛnya no at 6 years yɛnyɛ deɛ ne wona saa time na nte sɛ na abui fit therapist kora ne yɛni bi wɔ Ghana those days papa bi ɛna doctor may so rest in peace Dr. Amihie no a street pathologist the ɔna diagnose Nanaya but Yeah, from say yeah, autism at age 6. But between three recording in ano, I knew that something was not right. But my jintum, oh dear, fear, minjintum, say disability cry there. In fact, in nay cray, every time you make say, yeah, has a disability. I am in this a bit free man. The word disability, even now, pa, magia to my we know, a difficult, but I was in denial. I was in denial. Because nana ya na the behavior then yet and I feel non patari she or no India no so tell me no say the win go now upon when the just end or your back. I mean it was difficult, but we got the diagnosis no finally when she was 6 years. I start 3 were calling I mean we say something was not right. Now I still didn't accept it.
Okay,
I think
so
I said
three
on your
3 years
platform.
now we accept one more diagnosis, it take you another 3 years. And time I want on your 6, from 6 years to 9 years, that time no one diagnosis in area. Until that
Me a
3 years,
diagnosis na
I
you.
don't know what were you doing. I didn't know course we idea.
Na me nti autism ase papa nti na madwe nyina me sɛ ebia bibi wɔ ha me ya ebɛkɔ te sɛ bia drop bia me de ma na ebɛkɔ mpa ye bi wɔ ha mɛbɔ ebetu afiri hɔ akwankyerɛ bi wɔ ha mɛyɛ ama na ayira ti me yɛ yɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa na ekodu 9 years ne deɛ na still that's what in fact nine no cry don't say be rat tent na pre puberty nso bɛbam ti na afɛ behaviors ne dɔɔso ti wɔn deɛ na me ntimi ntra wɔn ka sɛ still oh tonight deɛ na afei deɛ agye atom sɛ nɔkorɛ nie nea waka no magye atom mapagya me nsa
So say
atena na ɛyɛ den
I think say bad time be share ya. Na say woman diagnosing a bar. It take you 6 years. Me no it take me me no I think say I don't even know my Mary because already dear no. Oh, say no over a year and 3 months or 4 months and one more catch me. And one more start me call appointment or one more catch obi appointed him say my friend now on just so. But yeah, me what me started say even though my accept say oh yeah, but me J service man me J early intervention man and you know what onya speech therapy onya occupational therapy onya enia marketing ketia e was so onya but na me gidi say yankopon betumi etutu yare na say it me I'm stopping from getting help no but and then one thing me was say autism so one fa eduro and ye de sa yare no to say bia one mo kwa koma na eduro bi to say yade a obi ba betena nanim na nipa ko ne na kire no say you say dia why not into no ye de say oba accept say oba no but when they are giving the card service just accept the service no for akwala no but me no it taking me more than 6 years so they will take you no because I am a firstborn and me when I'm only 25 and everything is like nyakopon baye huhum bi obi no person and that time na me need social media it me make say social media na mama ni ayedin and make say yawo I will say yawo na wo hran me wani kuma na
mani nana
One round
patrick mo ma mi bɛbɔ ne
okay,
nne o
one round by 4 times. We did it say social media no and no ebe ya many there's a lady be over London and ye di company near Rebecca ya brabo mun sem daka lady be over London me re free ni din and they be o shame crying or say why or try so be for so many times and on yima na ni yefun no yin si na nkasa ekutia ni nipadua no nti
deɛ
onyima
no
nti no or count saa sɛ me social media saa nti that kro na me frɛ no na me say hey na wo ade wei na wo ka wo social as sister you good sɛ wo bɛka because obi or the be ya wo sɛ wo your sadwe but me no minim dia me kom nti me hwɛ maame no sister no fera me refi ni de ɛna me hwɛ wa na wo so me hwɛ me se maame na dwene ye adwuma na sɛ ne ba ɛwɔ situation say na ɔde sɛ obetumi take break na ne nakasa
Oh, that is okay.
Dabi a meka sɛ maame wei wo ba wɔ situation say na wode naba social media
But now,
aha but wo share me crying and it's wo no you have done very well for younger na for no wona minim say wona wo shas me de wona me hia fi wo nkyɛn but wo me hu say wo de wo ba na ba social media no me ma accept media no kwa ba me hu say eniama bi wo na say chat
yeah.
ne ye na ye ferro cramp a wo no utumi de ba na ya oye what na ya likes to do and
Mm,
it's okay for you eniti awofo a mo hwe yen mo a wo ma diagnose mo ba yene Auntie Mary, my journey with autism and edi nkombo. And I'll say oh no taking in finsia asa na orgy too. But any mpo na ya onya help no na ade. Eya abrochief no amo se ebekọ wo mo record ebekọ akola no record so. Akola ni
mm,
record yala ekoso. Akola benya record say ebi a wakọhye ofie, wakodi boni bi. Any mpo wo
yes.
kata nim. Yes, but so uba woma diagnose uba ni 3 years old, 1 year old, say akwala ni autistic. Na say akwala ni benya 9. Na we grow out of it. And then system na ekomu. Akwala ni wendi boni biya. So help na akwala ni hiano and na onya sa help ni biya. Enti awofo a mo kachi mo hwe yen. Yeni mo bedi nkombo we e de ya brabo abeto aye mfanto wa mam. Na say wo mo diagnose wo ba eno nche say at the end of the life. Onkwala ni bebreda grow out of it. But service there, who are brochia, Germano, who are brochia, try to get early intervention. Efama akwalano because
Mm,
akwalani sano obetumi sia nneema bebre. So nyinya na dweno eye din so besia de. And onyin so a wo provide so many service e ma akwalano. Until once akwalani sano de, try your best to get service for akwalano. And Auntie Mary so waka kire the ono so the off man son obedu sa mepa so but yen ya ye wa broche de so wo munya diagnose wo ba na me paucho unji ntum kura na eteki Auntie Mary 6 years me ebepe me da kura me nji ntum eso so me ye me wa no enti no wo di service no na fa ma akwala no se ma Mary se obi pese onya service ana se obi eden service na agi di se ma me no betumi agi e ma akwala na e betumi abo akwala na pa.
me that's it. Me just say, eh, therapy bebree wɔ hɔ. Me ne me di kaka from here from as parents no. Love therapy. Do ba no. Do oba no. Che. Eto dem ya me show pa. Udo ru eku papa. Udo chicken no. Udo tafo no. But unique love for reku. So what you say? Do oba no regardless. And nti do no ebun kama die nyina so. Ɛdɔ no bu nkama adeɛ nyinaa so na sɛ ɔwɔ dɔ nso ma ɔba no a ɛma challenges ni bi na ɛba no it becomes easy to deal with nti ɔdɔ no ne nea ɛdi kan speech therapy ɛboa occupational therapy boa papa just as speech therapy occupational therapy bɛboa ma ɔba no ayɛ potty trained which is one of the areas that parents struggle nkwadaa no bi wɔ sensory issues nti ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛyi ne ti ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔde ne bɛkɔ baba ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛpesti ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛbubu ne mmɔwerɛ occupational therapy will deal with all the sensory aspects no and also ɛbɛboa wo ABA I know sɛ US one of the therapy a widely accepted for moma no but ɛnyɛ no nko ampakyɛw kae sɛ yes the autism yes spectrum it affects children differently and I want to correct something that you said the children will grow out of it. Miss Lawara, me, for the many years I've worked in this area, and then Kola many experience with them, many had the opportunity to work with, you know. Kola na mi who say they don't have the autism diagnosis, no, now, no. And Kola no more speech delay.
Okay.
Now, speech delay, no, or follow instruction, even though only we need common, or follow instruction, only repetitive behaviors, or snafa, conti, may I say, maybe on your misdiagnosis, kakra. My home collaborate, they are doing so well. Minya kasa, when they started. Ni what is an anaya after 13 years, they are so to where you go so ye. And you make me a catcher say, as you seek the support, no, they make a lot of progress. And you see more of the progress when the children are younger. When the children are younger, speech therapy here, occupational therapy here, ABA here, floor time here, and then ya make cancer of four. Aduane nkɔla ne di mesrɛ mo moma sɛ wowɔ ba te sɛ nea me ne na na kura yi bi a medi nyame di nsrɛw mesrɛ ɔyɛ na processed food ɛyɛ no watwa so kakra na wama no aduane a wankasa wano a wonim the source of it wade aseɛ buroni bɛka sɛ as organic as you can afford mesrɛ fa ma no ɛbɛboa ɛna afei fizzy drinks ne adeade no momiɛnka sɛ nneɛma a contain adɔkɔdɔkɔdeɛ sugar ɛmmoa. It makes the children very hyper, extremely hyper. And also, say, ye be emu nkɔla no, ye twa so kakra, ye ni ɔmo nya more interaction. Then ya ya woni owura kuye, na no say me say na ni di nkɔmɔ say ɔkɔsɛ o kɛti no say o bathroom kɛti. Na me say, but you see, he did very well. Who's okay chen say, rubber na de akyire no, ɔnkɔfa. Wo kra na wo wa line ye. Ɔkra no na.
I was shocked.
Okay. The fact that he is not talking doesn't mean he does not understand. But kaiwe pa se on kasa no no kasa ni chese se bio oyimi for. Otini ma bebre. Enti ayenye careful ni ayeka around them. And that's it.
So Ma Mary, acceptance, who accept ya? Who ankasa na who accept se ubano situation? Eye wo den.
Oh, Emma unya peace, unya asundwe bi. Wo mo say acceptance and so a stages. Ube go through the denial no kakra. What do you say? Ube buta questions. Aden kra na beto adrobi na one no man na ube be say nyame po. Then nyame de abofrent is abeshon. But yes, ube go through all the emotions ni nyina. But ube un say unya ji to mu say me be bibi to chima o me be mo a. Eyi ka bi any free wo. Na don't say you dey kan okure. In fact, this time I make up a baby, I'm a person na head to show my daughter off.
Yes.
And I am extremely proud.
Yes.
What I feel. And we are called Eastleigh go ye ekotra obi and ye call na doctors be a question. Is that not Nana yes mother? And they were so I said, Nana, obaka se be bana we degree be. I felt proud. What I feel. Your man may not be doctors, teachers, lawyers. They may not be social media influencers. They said they are away. But to tell me so the fact is that we did not give up. Now you stand behind our children. That alone, no, it gives others. Oh, they are here. I wish them to not also give up. Nana, you have no idea when you give a person a hope to live again. So what many people say, and catch ye be and casada. Onti acceptance na ma fear. Afe e ma peace. You make peace within yourself, say. Yes, biano. Eye. Met try pa kagra ba ko ne. O say dey. Say, dan am kanu.
Me ntiase nti just that
Na so we are the pa o.
Onuga fear.
Say, ni nyina ye. Ni nyina ye. Owre ku ye. Na ya ye. Mo ma ye doctors ne lawyer. Ni nyina ye. Na ni nyina ye.
And nti mo a mo hwe yen and Auntie Mary and na ne kasa no my journey with autism ye hu hia ehia se ye bedidi nkombo ye hu hia se abatan ye be kasa kire ye hu ye be hye ye hu nkran ne ye be ka kire ye hu se eye se dia waka ni na ye se wo ba no betumi aye lawyer se me so me ba no obetena me nche na ma hwe na febo ni na ye dia okan ni a dia ye me de mu se ose dɔwo ba no na memba no kakra kwa nim se me do wreku sin wo mu ina because me hu se owreku hia me more da no enti dia me ye ni a me ye pe me se for Charlton. I do this for Charlton. Enti no ende dia ye di ho kombo se wo be accept ye name ma Mary edi san kombo we ye sua de enti wo dia be ne se wo be share video na ama me it's about time ye bedi nko first no na ye de yare no esese nipa ye fa ye mba ni pompie tete no but sisi ane de ye wa ha say we will stay and at the same time we are doing so much Enti ɛbɛbɔ yabɔ ɛbɛhyɛ yɛn nkran sɛ wobɛhyɛ video na ama yɛn na yɛbɛnya questions bebree ama sɛ ma Mary hu a n'ani agye misu mi hu a m'ani agye ama yɛtumi de more ɛde aba ɛbɛ kakra na bi a na ma Mary the doctor se ba na misu so mi na kyerɛ sɛ yɛ saa de wei adeɛ ɛde kɔ yɛn nim ɛni nti sɛ wohwɛ mi ahyɛ video no ma me na bɔmbɔde ahwehwɛ ma Mary ni page my journey with autism or Facebook my journey with autism na say ya twe na ba TikTok ɛni nti or TikTok and our TikTok so my journey with autism na ne page no ne deɛ no ɛyɛ soroko ti yɛ de ne din so bɛto aseɛ because obi abie bi dada nyɛ no ɔno ankasa ne deɛ no ne followers ne ndɔso ba yɛ bɛtag no sɛ deɛ bɛyɛ wobɛhu sɛ ɛyɛ no na wahyɛ video no ɛde ama yɛ na abaatan no mofa questions engu aseɛ mofa mo comment engu aseɛ sɛ wontumi mpo ntwerɛ te sɛ me a na wo ba bi obetumi atwerɛ adeɛ a ɛha wo ɛtetew no ma wo ba no ntwerɛ yɛbɛfa question no na yɛatwe ma Mary aba na wabɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɔde ɔno ankasa na brabɔ ɛde aba abɛtoto ho ama yɛn na yɛdi nkɔmmɔ nti ndɛ no yɛsua sɛ wobɛgye atom sɛ wo ba no ɔyɛ different na so ɔyɛ different so a ɛwɔ sɛ wohwɛ ne yie ɛne nti sɛ wohwɛ me a medase yɛfrɛ me Nana Dɔnkɔ Ata bɔmbɔde ana follow me all the social media platform na download the tap send na use me promo code NDA1 ɛne nti me wie pɛ me send tap send sika ma Mary what
na answer na ebekọ no nso no your next topic ni you cannot afford to miss it.
Thank you.
Your parents bebree experience say or managing when you're 20, 21, 22, they want to move back to Ghana. What are the pros and cons? You are a special needs parent. Obanenya over 20 years or 20 years. And now what's the fear? Every crowd by order or how would you be waka? But at the time be now what dream why you're na me quay me baby to me atna. Me quay send a Ghana for what I say. You can see this uncommon. Now you answer questions. What are the pros? Yeah, and over so what are some of the challenges? Near minimum my research to be a cow. You best shading so that who decided so be bar. Know what me making a brony friend informed decision. So what you say? Yeah, that must say. Na me that was be brave.
Beso me da simpa mo share video ne mame na mo follow me all the social media platform mo download the tap send now the me promo code NDA1 now they are show now they are sending ska ko mo busu afo inala e ma we free me promo code no Sunny Gold obi ase ye wo Amazon e wo America hanom say ukwa Africa market bia e ma we free so be bisa Sunny Gold product no ye wo kokonte gari ye wo ekwegbemi ye wo shito ye wo niam and it's bombarding and Sunny Gold forever construction. See community gated community e won Yami Chrome e Accra and it's a dino honum na misumato medianti brand your neighbor. I promise you say medi me huni and it's bombarding and forever construction na bra na you know assassin da ho ye twa say open 2-bedroom 3-bedroom 4-bedroom ye be ya and it's wo hwe yan share video no ma yankopon sha ma Mary me da wase. Right.